On today's show, Ford introduces the new sleeker and lighter Expedition. VW creates a new subsidiary to manage its EV investment, and one German supplier comes up with a clever way to build new cars. All that and more coming right up on Autoline Daily. This is Autoline Daily, the show for enthusiasts of the automotive industry. As part of its settlement over its diesel scandal, Volkswagen agreed to help promote the use of electric vehicles and build a charging infrastructure in the U.S. And to achieve that, the company just created a subsidiary called Electrify America that will manage the $2 billion it must spend over the next decade. VW of America's COO, Mark McNabb, was named CEO of the new subsidiary. The company plans to install 300 charging stations in 15 metro areas and build a high-speed, cross-country network of more than 200 stations. And in other EV news, Swedish truck and bus maker Scania, which is owned by the VW Group, is getting set to test electric buses in its homeland. 3 EV buses will begin operating by the end of the year in the city of Östersund, and 3 more will be added in 2019. Ford just took the wraps off the all-new Expedition, and it's a good-looking truck with a grille that's influenced by the F-150 and a long character line on the side that's reminiscent of the Cadillac Escalade. The SUV is 300 pounds lighter thanks to a new aluminum body, redesigned high-strength steel frame, and other advanced materials. Under the hood is a 3.5-liter EcoBoost engine that's mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. It seats up to 8 people, but if you need more room to haul stuff around, the second and third rows fold flat for more space. The SUV also features second row tip and slide seating to provide easy access to the third row even when child seats are installed. And it's available with 40 new features and driver assistance technologies. Look for the new Expedition at dealerships this fall. We'll be back with more right after this.
Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone Tires, your journey, our passion. Dow Automotive Systems, advanced materials that deliver better results. Lear, a global leader in automotive seating and electrical systems. And by Yanfeng, experience in motion.
The German supplier Rochling has a clever idea for a new way to make cars, and it all has to do with the floor. Today, the floor in a typical car has a steel floor pan that is coated with anti-rust protection. On top of that goes several layers of acoustic damping and then the carpeting. But Rochling has what it calls an integrated sandwich floor. It uses an aluminum foil and a polypropylene sandwich that is half as thick and heavy. Better still, it can make the floor with all the acoustic damping and carpeting in one shot. Rochling's idea is to assemble the floor as a module, including the seats and consoles, and install it from underneath the car in one operation, similar to the way the powertrain and suspensions are installed today. Rochling says it already has one OEM interested that wants to start with the third row on one of its vehicles. You know, the Nissan Titan is a pretty average-looking truck, but the automaker wants to show just how far you could take one by dipping into its parts bin. The automaker started with a Nissan Titan XD Pro 4X and modified it with parts from its own motorsports catalog, as well as aftermarket and prototype accessories from a number of suppliers. What they got was a blacked-out Titan with big tires, a suspension lift, rock rails, and a unique grille with a camera mount and light bars. While Nissan currently has no plans to make the truck, the Motorsports Titan XD can be seen at this week's Chicago Auto Show. A few weeks back, we reported how a number of designers have left the BMW brand, and now the company has announced its former senior VP of Group Design, Adrian van Hooydonk, will take over as chief designer. It also named new heads of design for the BMW brand and the BMW I and M brands, but in order to save myself the embarrassment of butchering their names, we'll provide a link to the press release. Coming up next, we'll take a look at how the backseat of the Lincoln Continental was influenced by Chinese car buyers.
Yanfeng Automotive Interiors transforms how people experience vehicle interiors by creating the next living space where look, feel, and function are seamlessly integrated. To open the door to tomorrow's vehicle interiors, visit Yanfeng Automotive Interiors at yfai.com.
There's more car news and industry insight from the Autoline network every day. Take a moment to click that subscribe button. You'll never miss another Autoline episode.
Now that China is the largest car market in the world, automakers are creating vehicles with those consumers in mind. On last week's Autoline After Hours, we were joined by Mike Salentino, the chief engineer of the Lincoln Continental, and he talked about how the car was influenced by Chinese car buyers.
When we first developed the car, admittedly, we had a very American view of it, and we thought, well, we're going to bring American luxury to China. We researched in China, and it was a little different. A lot of things very similar with the customers, but a little more suitable for business was things we were hearing, and suitable back seat in particular, because the Chinese owner, they're more and more driving the cars than they were, say, 5 years ago. But they still have, at times, they want to ride in the back. And if you saw, and you probably maybe been there, the cities and the congestion, if you had a business meeting across town, you can sit in the back of the car and have a productive discussion on the way to a project. And that's what they told us they wanted to do. And if you look at the back seat of this car, and we offer a package called Rear Seat Ambiance, where we put an ownership experience in the back, we call it. It's that great seat that I talked about. We put that, almost all that functionality, heated, cool, massaged, recline, beautiful comfort headrests in the back, so you're very comfortable. And then in the center console, it folds down and you have access to a full climate control. You have your own climate zone in the rear of the car, your audio controls. You can control the shading, the overhead shade, the back shade, and the side window shade. So if you wanted to work on your iPad or something, you can do that. So, and then lastly, what I really like is on the passenger side, there's a switch in the back. You can take that seat in front of you far forward and even stretch your legs out. So that was developed from China feedback, and we loved it so much. We showed it to our American marketing team. They said, hey, we like it, and we offer it in America. We're selling it. It's doing quite well, and Americans are enjoying that back seat as well.
For more about the Lincoln Continental, you can watch that show on our website, Autoline.tv, or just look for it on our YouTube channel. And speaking of after hours, you won't want to miss this week's show. John and Gary Vasilash will be in Chicago talking about the new products making their debut at the show. That's tomorrow afternoon on Autoline.tv. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Please join us again tomorrow.